constantly, like 42 different things happening in the house at one time, but fun way to shop. Now, let's talk about the Deni, and I want to show you something right out of the gate. This is a meat tenderizer. Now, don't do this at home. I'm a trained professional. Just wanted you to see that there are 49 different blades on the inside. They are stainless steel. I've had one of these for years in my home, and the blades never dull. But this is how you introduce flavor to your food in a better way. It's also an easy way, and I'm going to put it back in its locked position just to show. So now those blades won't pop out, but it also comes with a cover. This is a great way to tenderize maybe even a lesser cut of meat, meaning like a lesser expensive cut of meat. Now let me show you the color choices, and then we'll go through everything that it can do. This is the red. 1,200 left, that's it. Here is the black. There's only 650 left there. Here's the gray. Only 450 left in the gray. And then we have one more in the teal. Ooh, teal, there's 250. Actually, there's one more color after this. And we also have blue. There's 200 in blue. So I want to just go back a second. When it comes to tenderizing your proteins, whether it's chicken, turkey breast, ham, steak, anything that you're trying to infuse flavor and a more tender bite, you know that mallet that we've used in the past where you just beat the heck out of it and it kind of destroys the protein fibers and now it's just mush? This is a way that you can push gently but still get those flavor channels down. We're going to show you a cut of video while I describe that part of it, because whether you're using a dry rub, you put the rub over the top of your steak or your flank steak and then you press the Deni down, you're infusing that dry rub into the center and all the way through your protein, or you make the flavor channels, place it in a dish, and then put the marinade over. The reason I say before or after you season is because in a test using this tenderizer, it's actually been shown to decrease the marinating time by 66% versus non-tenderizing. So it also does it faster. I'll also say that it's a great price today. This is a clearance price. I got mine when it was $28. And now it's $16.99. And it really is easy because not only is it just a gentle push, it also goes into the top rack of your dishwasher so that all of those stainless steel blades are cleaned accordingly. I want you to know, too, that when you do use the Deni, it also absorbs your marinade faster. So it absorbs it by 60% faster versus a non-tenderized steak. So it's all about speed, all about efficiency, and all about those 49 blades. Now, I mentioned a lesser cut of steak. You know, when you go to the store and you see that flank steak, it could be, forgive the wording, it could be a little sinewy, it could have a little gristle, and you may think, well, I mean, yeah, it's less expensive, but is it worth it because the bite isn't going to be fun? The flavor probably isn't going to be there. When you have tools like a Deni, you spend that $16.99 one time, and then ever after, you can create better tasting, better texture, and a lot easier. And quite frankly, this is a secret barbecue tool, because if you are going to marinate, if you are going to tenderize your steaks and your chicken and anything that you're going to pop onto the grill, people are going to go, oh my God, how long was that on the grill? What method? What class did you? It's just this. And so let me show you the color choices again, because if you're thinking of getting this as a gift for Mother's Day or for Father's Day, grab this clearance price. And if you order right now, you get it in time for those occasions and you don't have to sweat it. Here it is in the gray. Here it is in the red. We also have it in the black. And we have two other color choices on QVC.com. We've got the teal, and we also have it for you in the blue. Now, I mentioned that you can join us. At the beginning of our show, I was talking about how we would love to hear from you on Facebook throughout the show. I'm going to be checking, because I have my phone in my pocket. I like to check in on what you guys are chatting about. And we've already had 120 of these picked up live in our show. But join us. I mean, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I have my own TikTok account, which I don't even know how that was allowed to happen. A lot of you said you were going to be joining the show today after watching the bologna folding video. which is hard to say with a straight face, on TikTok. Thank you so much for checking out QVC. We really appreciate that. We're so happy you're here. And yes, there's nonsense happening here all the time. So definitely stay tuned. Because think about it, where else can you watch live TV and have the possibility of it being completely unhinged? This show has been unhinged for about 7 years, so just so you know. But this is a tool that you could find in a lot of different places. There's a lot of imitators of Deni, but Deni is this really sweet family business that brings you these innovations at a great price. So if you find an imitator, there's no guarantee that it's going to stand the test of time, but with Deni you will, because I've had one for years and years. I am not delicate in my kitchen, as I have shared for years and years, and this one lasts. The other thing, too, is you can jump on Facebook and you can chat with other people that have shopped at QVC for years and years and hear from folks who own it already. This thing is a champ. And just to show you again, those blades, you can lock them down so that they don't push down, so that you can't push it down on the top. But then when you get it home and if you're pushing on it and you're going, well, mine doesn't have blades, just unlock it. So take this little part here, twist, she says easily, twist over to the side to unlocked, and now those blades will come out. Again, don't do this at home. I'm just doing this to show you that the blades are in there, and they are stainless steel, and there are 49 of them. So think about that. If you push gently at the top, over the top of your steak or your flank steak or your chicken breast, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, that's almost 200 different flavor channels in your protein, as opposed to, as my my mom or dad might say, beating the snot out of it with a mallet. We don't want to do that. That leads to a really gross eating experience and me using terms about food that those shouldn't meet. That's nasty. But the fact that you can get it at a great price today, let's take a look at the colors again. We have the black. 250 have already been picked up in the show. Here's the gray. Here's the red. And if you are thinking about gifting, red has been the most popular in the show. But think about school colors too. Like if you're gifting it to mom or dad and they have a school color that you see represented here, definitely think about picking that up. Stores nicely in a drawer too. Go to QVC.com. We have 2 more color choices. Here's teal. There's fewer than 200 remaining. And we have blue, and there's 150 remaining. Jonathan, do you own this? Jonathan's our line producer. He does own one of these. Do you use it in barbecue season? He's used it a number of times. Yeah, I use ours. I keep it right, like this pantry shelf in my kitchen, I keep it right there, like quick draw, fast hand. I want to have it on hand anytime. Because even if you're searing in a pan, it works beautifully. K51731. Excellent clearance price on it, $11 off, but there is no reorder. So grab it while we've got it. Hey, coming up in just a little bit, we are going to talk about another big brand in the show called Good House.